All right, guys, today we're going to be replacing the front splitter on my C7 ZO6. I currently have one from Extreme Online Store. This one's also from Extreme Online Store. Unfortunately, my son took out the car, broke it, and I can't get this one. It's on back order. So it's been on back order for months. So I ended up getting the next level up. It already comes carbon flash, which I bought this one in prime, black prime. So I painted it myself, along with some other accessories like this little side skirts, which you could buy them already in carbon flash or in carbon. Since I have side skirts already that were carbon flash, I ended up painting the mirrors, the pillars, the wing, and the diffuser in the back. I did it myself here in the garage. I'll show you some little pictures and video of it. But this one here is the next model up. It has kind of like the square corners where you could add the little winglets, which I'm not a fan of. In my case, I want to keep it simple, but from original one to this one, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure this one's going to look excellent too. So if you have any questions or any comments, put them down below. Check out some of the links. They help us out. We're trying to grow. Can't do it without your support. So let's get right to it. All right, so my son broke my splitter. He crashed my Corvette. I can't believe it. Look at this shit. I'm gonna kill him. All right, I guess it's time to replace it. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like. Gorgeous. I love that, that black metallic, what they call carbon flash. So it comes with hardware, it comes with, your instructions. Everything's already pre-drilled, and this particular one is already painted. This one doesn't have holes or anything on the side, but you can add the little winglets if you want to. Like I mentioned here before, this one's a little bit more, square in the corners than the one that I currently have. All right, so this one here, see, is more, it's more round. It's kind of like got the same design as this, this is more kind of like what I like. This one here that I bought has a little square corner right here, so you could add the little winglets and it makes more sense. Now, so this is what's missing, as you can see here. This whole piece from here to here got ripped out. So also looks like this came down some, so this section here got pulled out. So I have to kind of like put this back somehow, figure this out here. So this one's kind of like caved in a little bit, so I'm assuming this is stuck right there. So I got to fix that, remove this one, and go ahead and install the other one, which I'm super excited about. All I'm doing right now, a little trick that I do is I made these little 2x6s. I drive on top of them, and then I'm able to put the jack on the side. For some reason I have a fairly low jack, the one from Harbor Freight, but when I put it on the side here, it hits my little skirts, so that's the reason why I kind of have to make this. But with that, I should be able to replace without using the jack, I hope, because I just lent my dad the jack, and I don't want to have to go over there and pick it up. But I think I should have enough clearance to remove it. So I love the car, really enjoying it. Like I mentioned before, I did the carbon flash, this one here that came the color of the car, and I painted these here carbon flash. They didn't come out perfect, but they wanted a ton of money for it. So, and I did my mirrors, and I also did my pillars, because I could have gone with everything carbon, because I have the carbon top and the carbon hood. So I just kept my carbon flash stuff. I kind of like the way I set it up. I just added these little wings here, little for the rear diffuser area. I didn't want to go crazy, I like it kind of simple. And something that I did, I replaced the lights. I don't like the ZO6 lights for some reason. I like color, so that's my choice. It's all personal preference, but car looks pretty amazing. I love it. All right, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so it's the moment of truth. Here we go. Everything is pretty much set up. Just finished putting the fans up. My little ghetto thing here. So move the cars out of the way. So what I do right now is clean these guys up and start spraying, and hopefully we won't have any issues. So alright. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and use a 7mm to remove the smaller ones. This is the ones that I have here, and the 10mm to remove the big cover in the middle. So let's get to it. These are usually the ones that have the, you know, the washer built into them. I used the original ones from you know, the ones that I had originally here. Alright guys, so these here on the inside, you gotta take this little flap out, 7mm. I'm gonna do it by hand. The drill, it's a little tight. You could also use one of these little 90-degree angle adapters. I really like it for tight spots. Yeah, it definitely looks kind of naked without it. Having that splitter in the front just makes it look so much nicer. Alright, so this is the way this one came. It came with this big platform in the back. That's the original that goes back on the car. It does have some little clips on there for the bolts. And then this one's obviously a different style. So, alright, so I want to get a little bit of alcohol and, you know, rub at the bottom of you know, the section here, so that way if there's any oils or anything like that, you know, the double tape sticks to it really good. All right, let's go ahead and also clean the new one just in case. Wipe it down with some alcohol. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add 4 little pieces of tape in this area here. Make sure you don't cover any of the holes. Just gently line it up the best you can. Yeah, so it looks nice and tight here. Yeah, I have to align it. Okay. All right, so what I suggest is kind of putting some screws in the center without doing the double-sided tape yet, aligning these edges here so they could be nice and tight. If not, I ended up getting them, you know, with a little space right here. So I'm going to do these first, and then I'll go ahead and glue it, and then I'll work myself towards the center. I already did the other side, so just make sure these line up okay. You might have to do some adjustments to the holes of the actual splitter, make them a little bit you know, wider, and you know, before you put it on, just to make sure. But yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. You know, very easy install. It's just, you know, maybe, you know, some of these aftermarket parts, you know, they don't fit exactly perfect, but other than that, that's why, you know, when I installed it, then these holes here didn't line up, so better kind of like start here, so this is a nice tight fit, you know. Alright guys, so some of these are you know, they have a little nut behind it that goes on these plastics, but these in the front don't. So this is where I think some of the rivets used to go in the prior, and the holes are a little bit big, so you might have to kind of, you know, drill them a little bit to the side, depending if you have one or not before. I don't remember. So if your first time putting it, it should work. If in my case, it looks like it lands in the same spots, and the holes are already kind of, you know, since it's on the plastic, so you might have to kind of drill next to it if they're sliding. You know, like, see, like this one here is kind of sliding. That's where I had my other ones before. this one too, so I might have to do a little something here in the middle. Very, very simple. They're kind of like their tip will make the hole anyway, so it'll be good. So just had to do 3 of them. The rest fall on the factory slots. I think we're good.